Did I experience the thrill of victory or the agony of defeat? What is up, everybody? Welcome back to the new year. Same toast. It is 2023 as of this video's release, and that means I have some hobby goals to check in on. At the beginning of last year, I released a video, which nobody watched, that I had gotten COVID, but I also detailed the goals of my hobby year 2022. Let's see how I stacked up with goal number one. Number one, first goal of 2022 is to complete, build, paint everything to my finished standard, not just, base coats, but like actually finished painting 2,000 points of Adeptus Mechanicus for my first complete 2,000 point army since I got back into the hobby. That's my number one goal. Well, yeah, kinda. Let me explain. If we go into our army manager of choice, aka Battle Scribe, we can see that I do indeed have just over 2,000 points of Adeptus Mechanicus built and painted and completed. More videos to come on that in the future, as a bit of backlog exists, but the important thing to note is that I have just over 2,000 points. Considering I buy every possible points upgrade available to my army. Is that cheating? Technically, no. Is it a bit against the spirit of things? Maybe, but I was already in a mad rush to get this much done, and I'll take the W where I can. Now let's keep this ball moving with goal number two. Another goal that I have for 2022 is to build at least 2 more kill teams. I have 1 complete kill team right now. That's my AdMac kill team. Right. So there is actually an explanation for this one. My early days of 2022 were marked with a lot of kill team. I was enjoying the game and I was playing a lot. However, there was this conflict of scheduling. The night that my gaming club usually meets to play kill team ended up being the same night that my D&D group wanted to meet. And I had to make a choice. Knowing how fragile D&D groups can often be, I opted to go with that. And we've stayed as a D&D group throughout the rest of the year, which is not really an easy thing to do on a weekly schedule. However, it does mean that I was not able to keep up with my kill team hobby in even really a little bit. So that means that fell far off the priority list, and I didn't really build any of my other kill teams. I still have plans to build them. That'll come later. But hey, 1 and 1, not too bad, not too bad. Let's check out goal number 3. My third goal for 2022 is to finish my Necromunda gang and learn how to play Necromunda. I belong to a paid gaming club. Got like halfway there. I mean, that's got to count for something, right? I built the gang. I figured out how to build the gang, which was like honestly maybe the hardest part. I have a plan to paint them. Didn't paint them yet, but I think I know what I want to do. That also took some figuring out because I had to experiment a whole bunch with it to figure out something that would actually work for what I wanted to do. Still have no idea how to play it, but maybe that can be another goal for next year. All right. 1 out of 3. That's not too bad. Oh, there was one more, huh? This is undoubtedly the largest miniatures. It's literally bigger than my head. This is the biggest miniature project I will have ever undertaken in my career thus far, and I want to at least build and magnetize it by the end of the year. Painting a knight, that's a heavy order. I did build some knights Does that count? It's not looking too great for your boy Toasty's hobby year 2022, but I am actually proud of what I accomplished. There were a lot of unexpected projects that popped up, and I did finish my first army technically, even if it's not good. It is a legal army. So I'll take it. You know, what else can I do? But that is not all for this video. We're not just here to dwell on my failures. We're here to establish some more goals for the next upcoming year. I have some more specific goals this time around in an effort to hold myself more accountable and actually finish them. Separating them into 3 main categories, with the first one being building goals, or in my case also bashing goals. The first one of these is to build 1,000 points of Gene Stealer cults, which should be pretty doable. That is going to be my second, I guess, third, if you count knights, I don't know, second real army that I have going on at the moment, and I think 1,000 points is a reasonable start for them to do, starting from 0. I have not assembled any Gene Stealer cults yet, so I'm hoping to get an incursion battle size up by the end of the year. Should be pretty doable. The next building goal I have is to build my Deathwatch kill team, which I still want to do because I like Primaris Marines and I like true scale stuff and I like Deathwatch. I think it'd be a fun kill team to deploy against my kind of Zenorite AdMech and also Gene Stealer cults. It works out. Get a little double dip of rivalry there. I would like to carry over my previous goal number 4 to build one big knight, because it's still a massive project and I need to do it at some point. I also have 1 left in the cycle of AdMech Assassins. 3 out of 4 are completely assembled, but the last one, the Eversir, remains as an idea in my head. Not even a full idea, because I don't really know what I want to do for him quite yet. I have a couple of concepts, but I haven't really settled on anything, but I'd like to get it done before the end of the next year. As a bonus, it was recently revealed that Vashtor, the demon forge demigod of creation and invention, is awesome looking, and I want to get one, and I want to see if I can make him into something a little bit more, let's call it Codex compliant. We'll see if that kind of kitbash is even possible, but that is something I want to at least consider trying out. That's not a real goal, it's more of a extra credit, let's call it that. After the building goals, though, we do have more painting goals, because when you're building models, you gotta paint them too. I have about 500 points of built but unpainted AdMech that I would like to finish. Most of that is made up by the panoply of AdMech Assassins, but I have a couple of troops and infiltrators and a couple of small things here or there. That is not including the currently unbuilt things, trying to keep my goals a little bit more reasonable this time around. I would like to paint up my Repentia kill team as well. They are built and ready to go, just need to be painted and just haven't found time to do it yet. But hopefully this is the year for them to shine. I would also like to paint up my Delac gang and hopefully get in a game with them. Learn how to play Necromunda. We're seeing a pattern here. We're seeing a pattern of taking last year's goals and just putting them in this year. Doing the stuff I couldn't do last year, and we're gonna do it this year. That's what's gonna happen. But I would also like to come up with a paint formula for my Gene Stealer cult models. At least the basic troops. Have an idea of what I want to do, but haven't actually formulated what paints I'll need to do it or how I can pull it off. That is where test models come into play. Hopefully, with my army concept, which I do actually have one, and I think it's pretty neat, having a couple of disparate test models won't be the end of the world. So even if one technique doesn't quite work out for me, another similar technique will not look too out of place with what I have in mind. And as extra credit, assuming I do accomplish coming up with a paint formula for my Gene Stealer cult, I would like to get a kill team of them painted up as well, just because their special White Dwarf kill team is awesome. They can take characters. That's sick. I don't think any other kill team can do that. Wait. Yeah, there's a Necron one I think that can take some characters, but Gene Stealers did it first, yo. And finally, we have content goals because yes, this is part of my hobby too. We passed 500 subs in the last year, which is an awesome achievement. I'm very thankful to have gotten this far. And honestly, it grew at a rate much quicker than I anticipated. So thank you very much, everyone who has been watching my videos. I really, honestly appreciate it. This year, I would like to get to 1,000. If we can get over 1,000 subscribers, I would be super happy, and I have a couple things planned for if we hit that mark. So stay tuned for more about that. Slightly related, I'd like to have at least one community event to give back to you guys and share and just experience what we're all kind of doing together in this hobby space. So I don't know what that's going to look like yet. It's still not planned at all, but I would like to do something with all of you who have been giving your time over to my videos. And finally, I would like to come up with one new type of video content that I do actually have a plan for, and it will be coming. It just requires a little bit of collaboration. So to be determined when that will actually drop, but hopefully sometime in this upcoming year. It's going to be something a little bit different for the channel, but I think it's going to be interesting, and I think you guys will enjoy it as well. So stay tuned for that. Considering how last year's hobby goals went, do you think I am too ambitious with this year's? Let me know in the comments below, and let me know what your own goals are for the hobby year 2023. I love hearing about people's progress and updates and things of that nature, so make sure to put down your own goals. Keep yourself accountable. And if you enjoyed this video, make sure to give it a like. It always helps the channel. And stay subscribed so you can keep me accountable with my hobby goals over the next year. And I'll see you guys next time. Peace!